Hey y'all, it's Paul at Permagrin Games, and I'm going to teach you how to play Crowns and Cutthroats. So the first thing you want to do is get a copy of this little gem, and then you need to find these two cards. This is the Crown, this is the Cutthroat. Keep those nearby. Get your deck, shuffle. Okay. Then deal out 7 to each player. All right, take your remaining cards. You're going to use these to create something we call the kingdom. You're just going to make a 3x3 grid out of these cards. And then take one more card, flip it over. We call this the spell card. It's your classic trump suit from any trick-taking game. So just set that off to the side so everybody can see it. And then on either side of the kingdom, you are going to want to place, on one side is the Cutthroat. So I'm going to stick that right over there. Sorry you can't 100% see it. And then on the opposite side, so let's squeeze these all together. And on the opposite side, you're going to place the Crown. Then you're going to play like any traditional trick taker. You are going to take the cards in your hand and decide who's going to go first. We usually go with the Crown gets to go first, but doesn't really matter. And then you are going to pick one of your cards to play. Up here is the suit. Underneath it is the value of the suit. In our game, you lead with a suit of a value. The other player then has to follow that suit if they can. If they can't, they can play any other suit, including the trump, but you can't lead with the trump until someone has actually used it as a trump. So let's say on this one, I want to win this hand, so I play my 8. Other guy comes along, matches with the 1. I win that trick, so I take it, keep it off to the side for me. Those will be points for me, maybe. And as the winner of the trick, I get to move my roll card. Let's say I'm the Crown. I get to move it into the kingdom. So I'm going to take my roll card, and right now, from right here, when you win a trick, you can only move in the cardinal directions, up, down, left, or right. So I only have one option on that first move, which is to enter the kingdom. The loser is going to take one of the cards from their hand, and then they get to play it into the kingdom and take one of the cards that's here. Now, I've played a few times, so I know that moving diagonally later in the game is really handy. So I'm going to take this, I add it to my hand, and then I would like to take the highest card from my opponent. So I'm going to put that into the kingdom, and my opponent is going to have to give me their highest card, and I can give them anyone I want in return. I don't think I want this too, so I'm going to give it to them, and they have to go into their deck, find their highest, which in this case is a 7, and they have to give that to me. You just follow the directions on the card. Anytime you play a card into the kingdom, you get to do the action on the card you played, not the card you took. You rinse and repeat that, playing trick after trick after trick. You start moving around in the kingdom. Once you're in the kingdom, you can never move out of it. So if if you won a trick on your next hand, you could not take this king and move outside of the kingdom. Once you're in, you're in. If at any point the cutthroat lands on the king, the crown, they win. They win that round. They get to score their points. The loser, sorry, no points. If, on the other hand, by the time you played all 7 cards, the crown has managed to avoid ever getting touched by running around the kingdom, they will score their points. You can play it as a single hand. Whoever does or does not get caught will win the game. Or you can play it as like a mini kind of campaign with points. First person to 12 points wins. That's it. It's pretty basic. If you win, move in a cardinal direction anywhere you want. If you lose the trick, you get to do whatever the card is that you put into the kingdom. That's it. I hope you have a good time playing. Catch you later.